Hey cats, what's happening? I was going to do a job for my grandson today, and he needed a tree cut down. So I brought my saw equipment. My friend Buzz is here, but this is the tree. There's power lines. It's over the house. We got a lift, a 50-foot lift, but I don't think a 50-foot's going to get us up high enough even to chunk this thing down, because this is a monster. But we're going to see what we can do. I don't think we're going to be able to get all of it, but we'll get some of the lower limbs off of it anyways. Maybe the stuff that's over the house we can get, and hope for the best. A little more than I expected. A head full of sawdust. Well, we got a load of brush. Here's my son, the tree man.
I keep getting into these videos somehow. I'm gonna start needing a cut.
He's hauling the brush for us on our trailer. This is our new trailer, by the way. We got a 20-footer. Nice trailer. Double axle. Can haul his tractor on it. We still got to hook up to this and haul that home. Buzz was a big help today. He brought his saws. So the small saw went up in the bucket. But we trimmed it up really good.
Yeah.
We got everything off the house.
Looks better.
We did take down the internet cable here, unfortunately.
On
the very last limb that we cut. It just swung the wrong way and took the wire down. Boink. But other than that, we did pretty good. Considering a bunch of amateurs, most people would say, I wouldn't even touch a tree like that.
We didn't spend $3,000. Get the $300.
Oh, much better than $3,000.
Yeah. This is my grandson, Josh. So we'll get her strapped down, and then we're out of here. I got to take this lift all the way back up to Cleveland. We got about a 45-minute drive. So, good day's work. Well, I suppose you're wondering how I got myself into this job. Well, it was my grandson's house. My daughter called me about a week ago and said, do you think you can cut down a tree for Josh? And she sent me a picture. And of course the picture, I said, yeah, I think I can do that. I mean, the picture really didn't show the actual size of the tree. I mean, you could look at the picture and it just looked like your average size tree. I mean, it didn't look like it was more than 60 feet tall. So I thought, okay, well, can we drop it? And she said, well, call my son and talk to him. So I called my grandson, and he says, no, we can't drop the tree because it's in a residential, there's other houses nearby and other property, and the street is close by. What he didn't tell me was that the tree was actually probably over 100 foot tall. The circumference of the diameter of the base of it was almost 3 foot across, and then there was wires. There was electrical and there was cable wires. And as soon as I pulled up there, I thought, wow. But anyway, before all of that, I thought, okay, well, it's doable. What I'll do is I'll look into renting a lift, a bucket lift, and that'll take us up. So I rented this. You can see it behind me, the towable 50-foot boom lift. And, you know, I thought that would do it from the photos. And I even looked at Google Earth and, you know, got the street view and everything, and it just didn't quite get the perspective of how big that tree actually was. No, you had to be there to see it, and then it was like, whoa. You know, as soon as I pulled up with this lift, I thought to myself, there's no way. You know, we can't get that tree down. But after studying it, my son Buzz came and helped. We said, well, the best we can do is take all these lower limbs off that were hanging over the house and over the street and over the wires. We get those down with the lift. But after that, you know, the lift only goes so high, and it would only go about halfway up that tree. So we started early in the morning, and that was funny. It was raining this morning, and I thought, oh boy, we're gonna have to work in the rain. Last night there was torrential rains here and flooding. A lot of communities were flooded underwater. Cars were stranded. My son's on the water rescue in the community where he lives, and he was up till 2:30 in the morning doing water rescues, helping people whose cars were practically submerged and the people were still trapped in their vehicles. So they had to work all night getting these people out that were trapped in these cars. So I was a little worried. Traffic. People don't pay attention to the exit signs, and then all of a sudden they want to cut across 5 lanes all at one time. And you know that doesn't work very well. Anyway, I was worried that my son was going to be tired today because he only got a couple hours of sleep, but he got up in that bucket. I could have done it, but he volunteered, so he's younger than me, and I let him go up and do all the work while we stood on the ground craning our necks watching. And then when he dropped the stuff on the ground, we cleaned it up. We strapped it all on the trailer. He's going to haul it back to his place for a bonfire. And the firewood, it's all green. It's really wet. I didn't want any of it. It's going to have to cure out for a long time. But anyway, that job cost us about $520 total for the rent of this boom lift for one day. The tree company wanted $3,000 to do the same work. So I'd say it's pretty successful, other than the fact that we broke the internet cable. The very last limb that we cut, the very last one, it sprung around and it knocked it right into the cable and pulled it right off the side of the house. So easy fix though. The cable company will come and just hook it right back up again. Anyway, I have to take this thing all the way back to Cleveland now and drop it off. I'm tired. It's still kind of early in the afternoon, so I'm glad for that. We did everything we could. We got up as high as we could. We took off all the limbs that we could now and cleaned everything up. Got all the brush loaded up on that trailer. So yeah, it was a good day, and they were happy. My grandson and his fiance, they were very happy. They were very pleased. Saved them a lot of money. Now I got a little ways to go here, so I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I managed to get all my tools put away. I still have to put the fuel and the saw out in my shed, which is way over there, but it's locked up right now. I can get that later. I probably should touch up the saw and service it too before I put it away, so it's ready to go for next time. But I just wanted to, I'm so thankful for my friends and family. You know, I have a couple of really, really good friends that would bend over backwards for me. Buzz being one of them. And, I thank him so much. He gives up of himself to come and help us with that tree job and let us use his saw. He had a smaller saw that my son could use up in the boom. Uh, and he worked his butt off all day long with the rest of us. And so grateful for friends like that, so kind and willing to help. I'm also very thankful and grateful to the Lord for my family. Family's a tough one for a lot of us. And for me, I've been through a divorce, and it was a big strain on the family. It rips the family in half. And I don't know, it seems like in my later years, I'll be 70 this year, and given the circumstances and the way things have panned out, I've been able to spend a lot more time with family than I ever have before. And I'm so grateful for that. Our families all have dysfunction. I pray for those of you who have broken families, maybe brothers, sisters, moms, dads that you don't even speak to anymore for I don't know what reason. Sometimes it's just something that happened a long time ago and you've been unable to forgive them. But if I could encourage you to let bygones be bygones and move ahead in your life, forget and forgive, because to carry that, ire or that anger all those years, it just eats away at you like a cancer, and you don't need that in your life. And God tells us to love everyone, love our neighbors like ourselves. Graciously and give of ourselves. And I'm willing to do that for my family. I would pretty much lay down my life for my kids and for my grandkids. Whatever they ask, I do my best to be there for them. In this case of the tree, it was definitely more than I could chew, but I did my very best to help them out, and I think it was successful in the long run. But family is so important, and it really is uplifting when you can spend time with your own family. My mom and dad both passed away within the past few years, and now I guess I'm the oldest one in the family. I still have 4 younger brothers below me, and praise the Lord, we're all still we all get along very well. We're all a little bit different. We all have some different beliefs, but we still get along. There's no anger or hostility towards any of them. No matter what their thoughts are, no matter what their affiliations are, we're blood, we're brothers, so we stick together. But yeah, family is very important to me, anyways, and I'm very grateful for my kids and for all that they do for me and for the support that I can give them. This afternoon, I was just exhausted from all the tree work. I just wanted to get home here and get everything done and just go in the house and just flat out done. And my son invites me over to his place for dinner. They're having a picnic and a bonfire. And unfortunately, I had to decline because I thought, I just can't do it. It's about a 45-minute drive from here. So an hour and a half travel time back and forth. And as exhausted as I was, I had to turn him down. But I hated to do that because, again, every opportunity that I have to spend with family is very precious in this life. Well, you'll like me now. I took a shower. I'm all clean. Throwing the dirty, greasy clothes in the wash. And I think I'm going to go out and get something to eat. Because I'm hungry. Although they did have pizza there. Yeah. Had a couple pieces of pizza just to sustain life until the job was done. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit me with that thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and continue to join me on this journey. Till next time, cats, I'll catch y'all later.